Few medium pacers had generated as much hype before bowling a ball in first class, let alone international, cricket as had Munaf Patel, the young boy from the little town of Ikhar in Bharuch, Gujarat. Kiran Moore had seen him bowl in the nets and sent him straight to the MRF Pace Foundation in Chennai to train under Ta Shekhar and Dennis Lillee. Soon he was being hailed as the fastest man in Indian cricket. Then, even as Baroda and Gujarat vied for his services, Munaf chose Mumbai, after Sachin Tendulkar had taken special interest in him and had a word with the authorities in the Mumbai Cricket Association. Even then Munaf's first-class career was anything but smooth as he spent more time recovering from various injuries than actually playing. Strongly built though not overly tall, Munaf gradually gathers momentum in his approach to the crease, before releasing the ball with a windmill whirl of the hands. His priority, in his early years, was to bowl quickly. And it was this that first caught the eye of Moore and others. Later, he added reverse swing to his repertoire and troubled batsmen with a well-directed Yorker. After plenty of speculation and close calls, he finally received a call from the national selection panel for the second test against England in March 2006. After an impressive performance for the board president's 11 saw him pick up 10 English wickets for 91 runs. In Mohali a week later, he ended with 7 for 97, the best performance by an Indian fast bowler on test debut. A consistent series against West Indies later that year meant Munaf had established himself as a regular member of the side. Then came the lull as Munaf, like most of India's new crop of fast bowlers, began to fade away after a good start. He lost pace at an alarming rate and seemed intent on rebranding himself as a backup seamer as opposed to a pace spearhead. He soon lost his place in the test side, and despite a handful of average ODI performances, was a left-field selection for the New Zealand tour in 2009. He did a reasonable job in India's win in Hamilton, but a schedule packed with the occasional home tests in between ODIs and 2020s meant he rarely stayed on the radar for long. Injuries to Zaheer Khan and Sreesanth in the lead-up to the Sri Lanka tour in 2010 gave him another opportunity to impress. Munaf's career continued to be dogged by injuries, but in an ironic twist, he was the beneficiary of one when Praveen Kumar was forced out of India's 2011 World Cup squad. In stepped Munaf to take his place as India's third seamer, and he ended the tournament as India's third highest wicketaker behind Zaheer and Yuvraj Singh, with 11 scalps. His consistent performances prompted bowling coach Eric Simons to call him the unsung hero of India's World Cup victory. Yet again, though, the high did not last long, and within a few months Munaf was once again dropped from the national side in all three formats. Nevertheless, he continued to play domestic cricket for Baroda. Munaf Patel debuted in Test cricket against England at Mohali on 9 March 2006. His last Test match was against West Indies at Roseau on 6 July 2011. Munaf Patel debuted in ODI cricket against England at Margao on 3 April 2006. His last ODI match was also against England at Cardiff on 16 September 2011. Munaf Patel debuted in T20 international cricket against South Africa at Durban on 9 January 2011. His last T20 international match was against England at Manchester on 31 August 2011. Munaf Patel played 13 Test matches and took 35 wickets with a bowling average of 38.54. His best bowling of 4 for 25 against England at Mohali in 2006 helps India to win the match by 9 wickets. Munaf Patel played 70 ODI matches and took 86 wickets with a bowling average of 30.26. His best bowling of 4 for 29 against South Africa at Johannesburg in 2011 helps India to win the match by 1 run in an absolute thriller. Munaf Patel also played 3 T20 international matches and took only 4 wickets with a super strong bowling average of 21.50. His best bowling of 2 for 25 against England at Manchester in 2011 came in a losing cause as India lost the match by 6 wickets. Munaf Patel's first-class, List A, and T20 records were better than international statistics. He played 69 first-class matches and took 231 wickets with a super strong bowling average of 24.43. In List A, he played 140 matches and took 173 wickets with an average of 29.79. Munaf Patel also played 101 T20 matches and took 104 wickets.